Hello everyone, hope you are doing good. Today we are starting our Python lecture again. We'll be continuing with Python Booleans, and meanwhile we'll be shifting with topics era to era. Like we'll be discussing different type of problems. We'll be using strings, operators, list, day to day. But for now, today we'll be handling with the Python Boolean. What do we mean by Boolean? A Boolean mean either true or one, true or false. So here we go. Let's have a simple example. Let me declare a variable. Like in Python, you don't need to mention where or let. You can just do input. This is a variable name and assign it to. Like in other languages, we can do write it false or true. But in Python, it is quite different. We need to write actually this way. We need to capitalize the first letter. So we can do it like this, false or true. So what we do here? Let's start with here. What Python Boolean returns? It returns true or false. Like if you will print bool hello. Hello is a string. It has a length. Other string if it doesn't have a length, but it is not null at least. So this is true. Similar is the case with a number greater than 0 or less than 0. That also counts to true. But what if you pass it 0 here or pass null here? This will make it false. Let's make example here. So here we are not declaring any types, we are not mentioning any types. Like in Python we don't need to actually show the types, we can mention the types by the data types. So here, let me show you a output of the first code. So what it shows, true means this is a string, it has a valid length, or at least it is not null. Then secondly, this is a number greater than 0. Let me make it like this. What it marks here is 0 is a false in all conditions. Like in other languages, when we need to verify numbers, we need to verify strings, we can do it like it should not equal to undefined, it should not be equal to null, it should not be equal to 0. All these cases are to be measured as true. So let's do it -1. But Python handles, not only Python, all the languages what handle is every number other than 0 is true. Okay. But if we make this string to a length of 0, but it counts is false, because for string it only captures the length. When we consider true, when we consider false in Boolean, in Python, for the strings it only counts the length of the string. So if it is 0, it is similar to this one. Let's continue with the other topic. What this will print out, firstly give 5 seconds to yourself and evaluate in your mind. This is quite similar to this, I know you can guess it easily, but what this will print out. Now what here again, as I said, either Python Booleans consider true or false. True or false is like not equal to undefined, not equal to null, not equal to 0 is a true, otherwise it is a false. Then let's print all of these and let's see the magic. So guess the answers in your mind. What it shows is it is definite that all three are true, and we already have handled this one. Like we can make it empty, we can make it null, then it will not let us pass null here as it is not a valid thing. And what if we don't pass anything? Also, what is the case here? Here it is an array, it is not a number, it is not a string, it is an array. So what Python evaluates in an array is also its length. So what is its length? Let's do it this way, this and see the magic. Guess the answer. Will it be a true or false? This will be a true. The reason is that this is false because this is equals to null, but it will not pass us, let us pass null, because Boolean is a function and it need to have a valid value. So here it considers the length of the array, not the length of the strings. If we have passed only a string like print bool string, this will mark at false, but this is true because length of the array is 3. It doesn't consider the length of the string. What if we make the length of the array is also to 0? then it is false. So quite easy. I hope you got it. We'll be continuing with the next, but the next thing is, for example, there are some examples we need to continue with, like what bool false returns, what bool none returns. None is equal to null. As I was trying to pass, we can pass none here and it will work as null, like it will return a false in Boolean operators. What zero means, what empty strings mean, what empty function means, what empty array means, what empty braces means. Let us test these as well. Map the answers in your mind. We need to print all these again. So okay, while we are printing these, guess the answers in your mind. So we'll be quite confident in Boolean operators. So let's check the answers. All of these are false because it has no statements to be written here. It has a zero length, it has a zero functionality, it has a zero length, it is zero. None is equal to null. Like we can also write it another statement. Keep it remembered for the next topic. This is not equal to none is also true. All these conditions will end up as true. Next, where we haven't covered the topic of like classes first, but for now just consider it is a class written in C++, in Java, whatever the language is. Just check its logics. But a class does allow us to make its variables, its objects based on the class type, and class is a user defined type. So here is a class. Let me make it like, I can name it a student, I can name it a teacher. So here we have its constructor. Like in other languages we need to date, like there are many ways to write constructor, but let's do it this way. Self and this dot where is equal to self dot, but this is not needed for now. But this will do. This class will make an object, name it name object, and will call it has a length function itself that returns the class variable. For now it is returning 0, but returning 0 mean if we will try to test this class, this will be a falsy class. This will return nothing. So when we are testing it, it returns false. But if we return 1 here, check the result. So what length operator does, it tells us the validity of a class. Either a class is valid or not. Next, function can return a boolean, that is true. Function can return anything. As in Python we don't have any type of validations for return types, for arguments, for parameters. We don't need to mention any type. So if we are not writing any return type, it means it can return anything. It can return a list, it can return a tuple, it can return an int, string, boolean, whatever it can. Next, here are some example like return true. A function can print something. A function can print strings, print numbers. What this function will do, let's try it. Give it a try until we are having our class. And x is an integer variable. How do I got it? Because 200 is an integer. Whatever we assign it to it, it converts it. Then x is instance function. What it does it check if the first parameter is a subclass of second. So if x is a type of int, it will return true, otherwise it will return a false. Let's test this. So this is a true. Let's make it float. What it will return is a false. Let me make it float. What it will return is a true. So quite easy. You can check your answer there, like print 10 is greater than 9, it will print true. Not true, actually it's true. Keep the difference in mind. In Python and other languages, Boolean operator, like we need to capitalize the true or false operators. So this is for now with Python Booleans. Our next topic will be Python operators. Check the comment section, post your questions there, and we'll be answering. We'll be soon launching a questionnaire. Thank you.